The man known as Robert Voe and a federal lawsuit against the Johnson City Police Department has now been identified.
Court documents were unsealed in the lawsuit revealing former Johnson City business owner Sean Williams as Voe. Former U.S. Attorney Kat Dahl filed that federal lawsuit against Johnson City Police and now retired Police Chief Carl Turner. She claims she was wrongfully terminated in June of 2021 as the special prosecutor for Johnson City Police.
Dahl pushed for a broader case against Williams after gathering evidence of what she believed were credible accusations of rape and drug trafficking. All this detailed in the lawsuit. She began investigating Williams in November 2020. That led to an indictment on an ammunition charge against Sean Williams.
John Janko joins us in the studio with more on the identification of Sean Williams as Voe. John?
Josh, Sarah, what we learned in Dahl's lawsuit led to protests over JCPD's handling of the Sean Williams case, specifically those allegations of rape. Those protesters knew exactly who Robert Voe was last summer and believe more information coming forth about Sean Williams can lead to better handling of sexual assault cases in the future.
We think it will give us an opportunity to provide more assertive pressure on the city, on the department.
Robert Voe revealed after Sean Williams was arrested on drug trafficking charges in North Carolina and arraigned on his federal felon in possession of ammunition charge.
When he was arrested by the federal court system, it was under a sealed indictment. And the sealed indictment meant that we were not able to release his name.
That ammunition charge originated from a search of a safe in Williams' apartment after a JCPD investigation when Michaela Evans fell 5 stories out of that apartment in 2020.
It is nice that we can put the name to the face. That will at least bring some comfort to people that he's harmed.
Counsel for Kateri Dahl motioned Friday to reveal his name in the lawsuit against JCPD. Dahl contends police had enough evidence to build a case on Williams for drug trafficking and rape. The suit claims Dahl's pressure on the department led to her being fired by JCPD. Ben Putland, one of the protesters that filled Johnson City's commission chambers last summer, says they will continue to push for further investigation into Williams.
Now we know you know who he was all along, and we would really like for you to look back into his past.
Soon after Dahl's case became public knowledge, Johnson City hired a law firm to conduct an independent review of how JCPD handles sexual assault cases.
It was not because of anything to do with Williams. It was that we had a number of concerned citizens that wanted to make sure that we were investigating and working with the DA's office in sexual assault charges.
Ball expects that report to be ready in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Putland says his group is making progress with the city about communication in sexual assault cases.
How they speak to each other departmentally, how they speak to the public, for clarity. Some of the retraining about first point of contact for sexual abuse victims.
Ball says the Johnson City Commission will also vote on funding for a better record-keeping system.
I am very confident that our police department is at a really good place with these recommendations that we've heard verbally to be able to make sure our community has a lot of confidence.
Coming up later tonight at 11, you'll hear from Michaela Evans. That's the woman who fell from Williams' downtown Johnson City apartment about the revealing of Sean Williams as Robert Voe.